loving creator and loving the dollar. And I just want to say thank you, Miigwech. You know, we're always about taking care of one another. That's the Native American way. Whether they be animals, the people, the water. And it's a great foundation to start loving your life with. And that's what I'm appreciative for. Miigwech.
Beautiful, bro. Beautiful. So, I think that's a good place to start. You know, when we say it's 27 people in the house.
Hey.
When we talk about Christmas and now being the Christmas time of the year, Christmas season, Jagadesh Umjiri, hi bro. Gray, hi. What city is that? St. Paul. East side of St. Paul, Minnesota. When we talk about Christmas and this time of year and people just kind of being all over the place, I mean, truthfully, like globally right now, as far as economy and just things in general, I would say it's easy to get caught up in the what I don't have as opposed to what I do. And
Big facts.
Right. And the key is, though, and what we often promote and encourage others to see is it's what you do have as opposed to what you don't. You know what I mean? If you have ears by which to hear this right now, if you got eyes by which to see,
you're blessed.
You're good. You're good. You got some stuff going on. You know what I mean? You're definitely blessed. Could it always, I mean, no matter what income level you're at, rather you're at $0 to $30,000 a year, rather you homeless, especially if you're in the West, it could always be better. Rather you getting 30 million or 30,000 in a year, it could always be better. You know what I mean? It could always be better. And having said that, be appreciative for what you have, your health, you know what I mean, your loved ones, your mental faculties, your outer extremities, your hands, your arms, the ability to put a plan together, you know what I mean, and keep going, no matter what. You know, all those things are blessings, and give thanks for that.
Yep, because it's all about appreciating those little things. If you can learn to appreciate 100 small things, what happens when you put those 100 small things together? It becomes a bigger item.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And for me, man, I am so appreciative of life now, just because, like, I used to be stuck on the other side of the coin, wondering why it was so dark. Why am I, not figuring stuff out?
Right.
But that's when you have to really look inward and stop looking outward. Comparing yourself to another person, knowing you are your own person, you are your own mind, you're your own heart, you're your own soul. Our life and our paths and our understandings are all going to be different.
Right.
And me personally, I'm somebody who likes to take in information from everywhere.
Right.
I like to appreciate Muslim ideas and cultures in a way that coming from an authentic source and giving knowledge or wisdom about some of the best things that has to offer.
Right.
Whether that be Buddhism, I love a lot to do with Buddhism. Confucianism, yin and yang,
Right.
I'm somebody who really felt like yin and yang.
Right.
In the sense that I was living my life around the people that I did because that was my life. That was how I was born into it.
Right.
But recognize that as a young individual and listening to the ones that were older than me, realizing that they were doing this and making this choice and this struggle so that their next generation didn't have to.
Right.
Now we're not at that anymore. And it's sad because I've grown up in situations where I've seen friends who get into gangs and in this way of living because that's what they were born into, and that's a rough life. That's an extremely hard life.
Right.
And it's not for everybody. And me growing up, I knew that shit wasn't going to be for me.
Right.
But I still hung out with them. I still went in between the colors and was just like, I'm a real motherfucker. I'm just here to chill. I'm here to be a good person with you. And a lot of people recognize that. And I can tell you that growing up, growing up, I've had a lot of people, want to, have me join their group in that sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that type of peer pressure, it didn't make any sense to me. you know, growing up, because it's like, if I'm gonna break the rules to break rules with you, I could just break rules by myself and not have to worry about the